So today, the first one is a bit hilarious, but also gross if you think about it too long. So,
okay.
I found this one on the Daily...
Notes.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I found this one on the Daily Mail.
I'm going to be a giver of life advice. I need to document notes because I have a shit memory. Proceed.
I am a 35-year-old man. My wife has a strange habit of urinating in the tea she serves our guests at home.
What?
Do you want me to re-say that?
No. Wife PT. Got it.
Yeah. She says it gives her a kick. Though I was shocked at first, I have started enjoying it too. In fact, I do the same when making tea for our guests. I've heard that drinking urine is not harmful. Is it safe to continue doing this?
Well, sir, you're starting off strong.
Like the tea.
Yes. So now I'm curious where they're getting their kick from. If it's a sexual kick or a like, I know a secret you don't kick, or I'm better than you because I'm peeing in your tea and you're drinking my pee. Like there's so many questions I have. It's from a safety issue. It's not, the urine itself is sterile. The vessel from whence it came is not. So there is certainly a risk that you could pass some cooties on to your guests. However, the biggest concern is the motivation for that.
Yeah.
Was it spiteful? Like one of those, a server who's pissed off that you treated them like shit, spits in your soup, whatever. Like, was it spite? Was it sexual gratification? I have 1,000 questions.
Yeah, me too.
Actually, just those two. What?
See, the kick thing is that I took it super literally, and I thought it was just like there was a tang in the urine that gave the tea a kick. But I don't know though, because now you've got me thinking that maybe there was something lost in translation between the two of them. And
well, I don't know, because it could be used. Certainly the word kick could be used in both of those contexts, right? Like it adds a little bit of extra je ne sais quoi to the flavor profile.
Yeah.
And is that a touch of honey? No, it's a touch of my honey. But so there's that kick, but then there's also that, like, is it a kink kick? Is it sexual? Is it superiority? Is it I have a secret?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm starting to think it's one of your ones, because it really isn't a normal thing to do. Like to get that idea in your head and go through that process, and that her only reason is it gives her a kick.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, have you ever seen the movie or read the book The Help?
No.
So the maid, who's played brilliantly, is treated like shit by the same child that she raised, is now treating her like shit because it's, I think, 1960s in the South, right? Mm. So when she quits, she makes this woman's favorite pie, but she puts her shit in it. But she so that was her like revenge pie. So like there's definitely a motivation there, but just to randomly, like, how that takes forethought. Yeah. Because it's not like in the kitchen she could just like squat over the teapot. Like she had to collect it.
Yeah, somehow in a receptacle.
And there's some sort of receptacle, collect it, and then put it somewhere so that she can then have easy access to it in the kit. Like I'm back to having 1,000 questions.
Exactly. So many. And I kind of think that how innocent I was as a child, that on April Fool's Day, I made my mum a tea, and then she liked 2 sugars in a tea. So I gave her 2 teaspoons of salt. And as she liked it, she was like, that's a really nice tea. Yeah, that was so weird. And now I'm realizing
that's very unusual.
Yeah, my mother's a very unusual woman. And I just think that I was so innocent.
I thought, like, hey, you had something on your shirt and boop your nose was a fun trick. I didn't know that passing around bodily fluids to your guests was the latest thing.
I know.
And now he's starting to enjoy it too. I think it's the secret. I think it's that secret that we know something they don't know. We have something up on them.
Yeah, yeah. And it must be like, what must they think of their guests? You know?
Yeah. And did they mention if they put it in their own, or is it just in their guests?
That's the thing, it's never specified. She just urinates in the tea that she serves guests at their home. So there's no mention of putting it in their own tea for themselves.
Interesting. Because I mean, if she's serving it out of a teapot, everybody's getting it out of the teapot. But if she's just giving them individual bags and then pouring the tea.
And a dash of urine.
And a dash of the Old Spice.
Yeah. And I wonder if she maybe kind of eats or drinks certain things to make her urine have different essences or flavors. Like getting sugar puff wee. Do you have sugar puffs in Canada?
We used to. I don't know if we still do.
Yeah.
No, we had sugar smacks.
Oh, okay. Well, these were like little honeycombed bits of wheat or something. Not honeycombed, honey covered in sugar. It's really bad for you. But what you'd find is that your first wee or two after eating your breakfast, it would smell like sugar puffs.
Like asparagus pea.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to research Now I'm gonna have to research what affects pea tang. That is literally eau de toilette.
Yeah. So their response in this Daily Mail thing.
Please.
This habit is unfair to your guests who do not get a kick from what you are inflicting on them. Please do not. Yeah, please do not invite me over. Yes, urine therapy has been done in the past, but it's often done with a patient's consent.
Absolutely. They could probably, their friends could probably successfully sue them for tampering.
For putting bodily fluids in there, yeah. That's basically assault.
That's some sort of assault, I would imagine.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if they made it come under something like sexual assault or something like that.
Motherfucker, let's find out.
Need to make a note about it. I've got to do a TikTok.
It is 100% illegal. It's considered both assault and administering a noxious substance.
Interesting. Oh, I wonder what the sentence is for that.
I guess it would depend on where, but they could bring about criminal charges and they could sue.
Have you heard of the case in Germany of the Metzgermeister?
Of the who?
The Metzgermeister, the master butcher.
No.
So there was a guy who put an ad in the paper or something, or on Craigslist, something like that, and said that he wanted to eat a human.
I think you did tell me about that once.
Yeah, and then because the person, the victim, wanted to be eaten, and they ate him together, it was very difficult to try him for murder.
You know, it really just goes to show that there really is someone for everyone.
Yeah. Doesn't it?
Who knew the magic of the internet bringing people together?